Hi everybody, I'm Robin and this is Living Simply. How are you today? I hope that you are doing well. I have decided to take on a little challenge. 100 squats every day for 30 days. I'm going to take my measurements now. I'll probably take them halfway through and then obviously at the end to see if we can see any kind of physical differences. And the other difference that I'm hoping to see is actual improvement in terms of my form when I squat, because to be totally honest, I'm not very good at squatting. My body doesn't like to move that way. And I think that it is because I lack flexibility in some areas and maybe I lack strength in other areas. And so it can end up being one of those moves that I kind of avoid doing because I know that I'm not very good at them. So working on your weaknesses is only ever going to make you better, and that is what I'm going to try to do today. So first things first, I'm going to take my measurements. So here we are, all measurements in centimetres because, you know, I'm English. This is what we like to measure in, sorry America. So my around my butt is at 91 centimetres. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. A few months ago I did the Chloe Ting Bridge Pulse Challenge, and when I started that I was at 89 centimetres and I grew 2 centimetres, so it looks like I've actually somehow maintained that growth, which is fab. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just measure 10 centimetres down and then around my thigh at that point. This is just so that I can I'm dropping it. This is just so that I can have like the same frame of reference when I measure my thighs next time, because obviously they range from near to your knee to all the way up here, and they're pretty different sizes. Okay, so I make that one 51 centimetres. That's my right thigh. Let's go to the left side. 10 centimetres down. And woo! And I would call that 50.5 centimetres, so pretty similar. And then the last place that I'm going to measure is actually my waist, because I always feel like squats are actually working your waistline as well as your butt and thighs. So I'm just going to see if I can get any measurements, any stats, to see if it really does make a difference. So I get my current waist measurement as 69 centimetres. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, that's that. That's my measurements. Really, all we need to do now is get started with the squats. So here we go.
Respect all the while. These are the life signs. All make a lot to shine. Ready? Yeah, check this here a while. Healing in the nation version. Respect all conscious rules.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I can't actually believe that I did all 100 in one go. I actually thought I'd need to break them up, so I'm quite happy with my general strength, to be honest. I would say that probably took me about between 3 and 4 minutes. I've got a clock over here. And like definitely I'm aching now. I'm gonna go stretch so I don't like feel really stiff, because I have got to do another 100 tomorrow, but feeling good. The kids are just eating lunch. It's day 2 of 100 squats. My thighs are actually aching a lot from yesterday's, but I'm just going to try and get them done really quickly while the kids are eating. Okay, so feet out, knees down. Whew. Day 2 is harder than day 1, but I've done it. Just gonna stretch a little. Oh my goodness. My thighs are aching. Right, day 3, 100 squats. Let's go. Oh my gosh.
Let's see that the love I
So today is day 8 of 100 squats. Can't believe it, just over a week. And yesterday and today I'm going to be using this sofa to help me improve my squat form, because I'm not very good at getting down properly down. So what I'm doing is I'm going like about a thigh's distance away from the sofa, legs in position, feet out a little bit, and I'm going all the way down till I'm just resting on the sofa, and then coming straight back up again, and then also going down slower and coming up faster, so that on the way down I can like engage every single muscle that's going to be in the squat, and on the way up I can just power up. And this is how I've been trying to improve my form, and to be honest, it burns a lot more, so I think it must be working, doing something for sure.
Yeah,
I'm on
man.
day 18 of 100 squats, and I just wanted to show you some of the stretches that I've been doing to try and get better squat form. So the first one is like a kind of like a low lunge. Okay. But instead of like focusing on pushing your hips down towards the ground to get that hip stretch, you're focusing on pushing your knee over your toes to try to get this dorsiflexion in your ankle. So I feel it like up the back here, and also kind of in my foot and the front of my ankle. I think that mine is not very good, like I'm not very flexible in my ankles. So this has been really helpful to try to get a bit further down in my squats. And then once I've done that, lower my back knee, and I like move my foot out to the side a bit, and then get down into what's it called, lizard pose, which is really good for the hip flexors, and which will also help to get lower down into the squat and maintain good form all the way through. So I've been doing this like every day just before I start my squats, just to get ready. So let's go to the other side. So ankle first. And lizard pose. And that's literally all I've been doing for flexibility. I'll show you what I've been doing for the squats themselves. Okay, so for the squats, I've been starting out with 50 wide squats. So I put my legs like really quite far apart and do 10, and then after each 10 I'll like bring it in a bit. Okay, let's go. And then once I've done 50 of those, I'll get a big book, like this one, and I'll put it down on the floor like this, put my heels on each side, and then do 50 squats that are narrower, but with my heels elevated. So, and I also like to put it so that I can reach the sofa as I go down. I think that's a bit too far forward, because it just helps me to know that I've gone far enough down, like this. Oh, I need it a bit further back. There we go. So when I feel the sofa, I know that I'm down far enough. And you can see it's a lot harder for me to keep my body upright as I go all the way down in such a narrow stance. But I'm really, really trying to pull my shoulders back as I do this to improve my overall posture. And this burns in the thighs so much. Oh my days, my thighs are burning. Oh, and my heart is pumping. And I'm hot, but it's good, it's done. It's day 30 of my 30 days of 100 squats. Technically speaking, it's actually like day 35, because there were about 5 days when I didn't do any squats. So I just like did them the next day and counted it as the next day towards 30. So basically in the last 35 days, on 30 of them, I have done 100 squats. I'm going to do the last 100 squats now in front of you, and then I'm going to measure myself and we'll see what it shows. So one of the things that I discovered on this journey is that I have long legs proportionally to my body. So what I have been doing is I've been doing wide stance squats, and then I've done like 10 in a wide stance like this. So I'll do that now. And then after 10, I've just like wiggled my feet in a little bit and done my next 10. And I've carried on like this up to 50 squats. And then for the last 50, I've done them standing with my heels on a book. And I found that when I do them with my heels on the book, I really, really feel it in my thighs a lot more. My goodness, my thighs and my butt are hurting, and I'm looking forward to having a break, if I'm honest, from 100 squats every day, because you know, you do not get much of a break, and it does build up over time. Right, so moment of truth, let's measure my butt. When I started, I think it was 91 centimeters, and today, oh my gosh, it's definitely bigger than 91. 95. I have grown 4 whole centimeters in just 30 days. Here. I cannot actually believe that, to be honest. My goal for 2021 was to get to 95 centimeters. It is now like the, I don't know, 10th, 11th of January, and I've already hit that goal. That's actually amazing. Okay, so my thighs, I measured 10 centimeters down on my inner thigh, and then I measured around there. I think I started out about 50 or 51 centimeters, I can't remember. Oops. Let's keep my thighs. Ooh. 53 and a half. So yeah, that one's more like 52 and a half. So weird. One's fatter than the other, but that's fine. This is the body, it's not always symmetrical. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, next, abs. Now when I last measured, which was halfway through this challenge, my abs had not even changed at all. Like they were still as big as they were when I started, maybe even bigger. And to be honest, I think they were like 71 when I started. Still at 71 today. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm not really activating my abs enough as I squat down. Maybe I'm concentrating too much on everything else because I know my form's not that great. But to be honest, core activation is really important part of getting that good form. Yeah, overall, happy with the butt, happy with the thighs. Just want to work on the waist a little bit. Let me know if you try something like this, 100 squats a day. And yeah, I think most importantly, what I'm pleased about is that my form has improved and I've learned a lot more about myself and my body and what I can and can't do when it comes to squats. And I know a lot more now about how I can help to improve my squat, and I will continue to squat obviously in my workouts. And yeah, hopefully over time just that form will just continue to improve and the benefits will continue to show. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Hope you enjoyed seeing my little journey.